Good day everyone, I'm Melo De Locada and together with my group, Noemi Tahom, Luella Betantos, Princess Apostol, Elliot Balves, RP Ayan, Nemia Sobrevega, and April Jane Sukwahe, we are going to report about the subject and content in art. So let me read to you the objectives. Number 1 is differentiate content from subject. Second is classify artworks according to subject. And lastly, analyze how artists presents their subject in relations to the real subject. Let me define first. It is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for the beauty or emotional power. So lahat naman tayo siguro alam na yung mga examples ng art. One of the examples of art is the abstract art and the non-objective art. What is abstract art? Abstract art is art that does not represent any accurate depiction or visual reality, instead through lines, shapes, colors, form, and gestural. This picture below is the example of abstract art. So makikita nyo, may mga lines siya, may mga colors, shapes, and may gesture siya. Kumbaga, hindi siya buong tao, pero may shape ng humans, yung ganon. Plus may lines. The second is the non-objective art, also called no representational. Art defines art that does not represent or depict any identifiable person, place, or thing. The content of the work is color, shape, texture, size, and scale only. Kung sa abstract kanina may gesture, ito naman wala. Abstract art is based on based on lines, shapes, and colors. And then mostly sa mga non-objective art is yung mga geometric lines, shapes, mga ganun, mga circle, triangle, mga square, ganyan lang. Like sa example dyan sa picture below. Kung tatanungin nyo, anong pinagkaiba ng abstract art and non-objective art? Actually, based on my research, similar lang sila. Abstract art, non-objective art is an example of abstract art.
Subject in almost all art forms: painting, sculpture, photography, music, literature, theater, or dance, there is a subject that serves as the foundation of the creation of the work of art. Sinabi dito na sa lahat daw ng sining, including yung painting, sculpture, photography, music, literature, theater, dance, at iba pa, nandyan talaga yung subject na nagsisilbing pundasyon kung ano ba yung sining na ginagawa ng isang artist. So, pag sinabi natin subject, ito yung thought ng isang artist about his art, about the topic, kung ano ba yung focus or yung image, kung ano ba yung piece of art ang gagawin ng isang artist, o kung ano ba yung paksa ng kanyang gagawing sining. The subject matter is the most obvious aspects of an artwork. It is what the work of art depicts or represents. It may be a person, an object, a scene, or an event. So, tandaan lang natin, pag sinabi nating subject matter, it is what the artwork is trying to portray, or kung ano ba yung topiko ng isang art.
What is the work of art all about? The subject matter of art should not be the basis for judging works of art. So, yung paksa daw ng isang sining ay dapat hindi yun yung basihan para tayo ay mang-judge ng isang gawa ng isang artist. Like, parang hindi naman maganda yung kanyang gawa, parang kailangan dapat ganito, ganyan. So, wala po tayong karapatan na i-judge yung kanilang gawa. It doesn't mean that representational arts are superior to no representational arts. May mga arts naman na maganda yung pag-present pero hindi naman nakukuha yung atensyon ng mga audience. May mga arts naman na hindi maganda yung pag-present pero nakukuha talaga yung atensyon ng mga audience. But nakadepende pa rin yun sa arts na gawa nila. Some arts have a subject, others do not. Furthermore, works that depict pleasant subjects are not necessarily greater than who that depict unpleasant subjects. So yung mga arts ay may kanya-kanyang kahulugan or may gusto silang ipahiwatig na gusto nilang makuha ng mga audience or maintindihan ng mga audience. What matters most in art is not the subject matter, but how well the artist handles or presents the subject matter in his or her work. So, hindi daw mahalaga yung mga subject sa isang arts na ginawa ng mga artist, but ang mahalaga ay kung gaano kahusay or yung efforts nila sa paggawa ng isang arts para lang maipakita na ito yung kaya nilang gawin.
Subject versus content. The subject matter is a literal visible image in a work. So kapag sinabi nating visible, makikita siya. While content includes the connotative, symbolic, and suggestive aspect of the image. So kapag sinabi nating connotative symbolic, ito ay ang symbolism of things. For instance, a rose is often used as a symbol of love. So, yun yung connotative symbolic. Also, the subject matter is the subject of the artwork. Example, still life, portrait, landscape, and etc. While content is not the subject or things in the work of art, but it is the communication of ideas, feelings, reaction, connected with the subject. When we look at an artwork, its content is what is seen rather than what can be analyzed. It is the ultimate reason for creating art. So, kapag nga sinabi nating subject, ito ay ang makikita or visible siya. While yung content, ito ay ang ideas or feelings, reaction na makikita natin sa subject. Although yung content is not subject, pero yung subject connected siya sa content. So, sa madaling salita, subject matter is what the image literal depict, while content of the art is what the image means.
Types of visual art according to subject. There are two basic types of visual art according to the subject matter. These types are representational or figurative art and non-representational or non-objective art. Representational artwork aims to represent actual objects or subjects from reality. They are artworks which are based on images which can be found in the objective world, or at least in the artist's imagination, images which can perhaps be named or recognized. Subcategories under representational art include realism, impressionism, idealism, and stylization. All of these forms of representational arts represents actual subjects from reality. Although some of these forms are taking steps toward abstraction, they still fall under the category of representation. Representational art is perhaps the oldest of the three types of art. It is also the easiest to identify from a viewer's perspective. It also represents the largest collection of artwork created and has gone through many phases and movements. Yet, the principle of presenting the viewer with the recognizable subject matter has stayed the same.
Ano ba ang representational art? So, ang representational art ay ito yung mga artwork na mula sa realidad at meron itong apat na uri, ang realismo, impressionismo, idealismo at stylisation or style sa English. Ang representational art naman ay tinatawag din na figurative art dahil madali lang ito matukoy, gaya ng nakikita nyo dyan sa picture. Ang representational art ay isa din sa pinakamatanda na sining, ngunit hindi pa rin nagbabago ang style nito and at the same time, recognizable pa rin.
So, halimbawa ng representational art or figurative art ay yung picture ng babaeng tumitingin ng kanyang sarili sa salamin. So, di ba, at the first time na makikita mo yung picture is ma-identify mo na or malalaman mo na it's figurative art.
Non-representational or non-objective art. Non-objective art is another way to refer to non-representational art. Essentially, the artwork does not represent or depict a person, place, or thing in the natural world. Usually, the content of the work is its color, shapes, brushstrokes, size, scale, and in some cases, its process.
Many people have difficulty in understanding the differences between abstract art and non-objective art. The clear difference lies in the subject matter chosen. If the artist begins with a subject from reality, the artwork is considered to be abstract. If the artist is creating with no reference to reality, then the work is considered to be non-objective. Non-representational or non-objective art, they are those arts without any reference in anything outside itself or without representation. This kind of art is non-objective because it has no recognizable object. It is abstract in the sense that it does represent real objects in our world. It uses content and it is concerned with how the artwork is depicted. The artist attempts only to show his ideas and feelings, not as objective as the realist or the representational art. On the other hand, seeing a painting that has nothing in it but continuous drip of paint or splotches of colors either confounds the viewer or is readily trivialized as something that anyone with access to materials can easily make. The works Jackson Pollock, who is known for his action paintings, are often subjected to these remarks. Using large-scale canvases that were usually laid out on the floor or resting on a wall, Pollock tilted this paint can and allowed paint to drip. One source of confusion is the notion that non-representational art is the same as abstract art. This is essential to discuss because it introduces the fact that representational art or non-representational art are not a clear-cut divide, rather, they exist in a spectrum. Abstract art exists on a continuum, from somewhat representational work to work that is so far removed from its actual real-world appearance that it is almost impossible to easily discern what is being represented. Abstract art is always connected to something visual from the real world. Work does not depict anything from the real world, like figures, landscapes, animals, etc. is called non-representational. Non-representational art may simply depict shapes, colors, lines, but may also express things that are not visible like emotion or feelings. An abstract work of Pablo Picasso is a great example to illustrate this. Although he is more known for his paintings, he also dabbled into her other works including sculptures, cut metal that is hinged on a metal base. There is a palpable distortion of the image wherever it is seems to be melting.
So now, let us proceed to the list of national artists of the Philippines. In year 1972, we only have one awardee, and his category is visual art painting, and he is none other than Fernando C. Amorsolo. So next, we have in year 1973. These are the awardees and their categories: Francesca Reyes Aquino, Carlos Botong Francisco, Amado Hernandez, Antonio Molina, Juan Nakpil, and Guillermo Tolentino. We also have Jose Garcia Villa. In year 1976, we have Napoleon Abueva, Leonor Oraza Gokinko, Lamberto Avellana, Nick Joaquin, Jovita Fuentes, Victorio Edades, and Pablo Antonio. Year 1976, we have Napoleon Abueva, Leonor Oraza Gokinko, Lamberto Avellana, Nick Joaquin, Jovita Fuentes, Victorio Edades, and Pablo Antonio. In 1988, we have Antonio Buenaventura and Lucrecia Reyes Ursula. In 1989, we have Lucrecia Casilag. In 1990, we have Cesar Legaspe and Leonardo Locsin.
So our next national artist in the Philippines is Ramon Ubusan. Their category are dance. We have also IP Santos. Their category are architecture landscape. We have also Fernando Po Jr. Their category are film. We have also Ramon Valera. Their category are architecture, design, and allied arts fashion design. We have also Manuel Conde. Their category are film and broadcast arts. We have also Lazaro Francisco. Their category are literature. We have also Federico Aguilar Alcoaz. Their category are visual arts painting, sculpture, and mixed media. We have also Alice Reyes. Their category are dance. We have also Francisco Coching. Their category are visual arts. We have also Cirilo Bautista. Their category are literature. We have also Francisco Feliciano. Their category are music. We have Ramon Santos. Their category are music. We have also Jose Maria Zaragoza. Their category are architecture. We have also Larry Alcala. Their category are visual arts. We have also Amelia La Peña Bonifacio. Their category are theater. We have also Ryan Cayabyab. Their category are music. Francisco Babi Monosa. Their category are architecture. We have also Rizel Mojares. Their category are literature. We have also Ramon Musones. Their category are literature.
So that's the end of our discussion about subject and content in art. I hope you guys have learned something from us, and thank you for watching.